Well, here we go, guys, and this is what we've been waiting for, a streak of days into the green. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about SHIB, because right now we're looking into some numbers behind Shiba Inu, and does Shiba Inu have the potential to 10x, right? So let's talk about it. Let's get down into it, because right now, I think if you guys hold SHIB, this is a video that you need to watch, because let's restore some of the faith back into the SHIB army and get this moving in the right direction. But it's a great day to be alive. We have back-to-back green days, and in the crypto world where we see what's kind of going on right now, Bitcoin is up 3.2%, trading above 57,000, so we are kind of having some pressure along the way. SHIB at 40135. And let's talk about it, because, guys, if we could get back up to that 4035 plus, that will be an awesome feat as we wrap up the month of September and the year 2024. So I'm going to get into it. I want to talk a little bit about the TA behind it. If you're new to the channel, though, make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Smash that like button, and let's get into some SHIB talk, okay? We do talk Shiba Inu pretty much every day right here on the channel, so if you're new, welcome, and I hope you consider subscribing, okay? But this is what we're looking at. It's kind of the big story right now, because as we get deeper into what Shiba Inu is doing on the charts, they're wave 3, okay? Will we see a 10x? Now, an analyst has recently predicted a new all-time high for Shiba Inu, and this is coming down from Charting Guy, highlighting the potential for SHIB to witness a massive surge beyond its 2021 highs. Now, this is something where, according to the analyst, it's mimicking kind of what Dogecoin did. And Dogecoin, they've kind of had a little bit of a run. Elon Musk is toying with that community, tweeting and making statements to kind of fire them up. And, you know, obviously that's nothing that could be sustained, but still a lot of short-term price influx and so on and so forth. And that's kind of what's acting as their catalyst along the way. But let's talk about SHIB. But this is something where, looking at other altcoins for a juicy 10-fold return, as noted, Dogecoin, XRP, and FET, okay? And those would be the other ones as well. This is something where you look at Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. I like them both. That's just me. I think that there's a reason why they are the two OG meme coins in the space. And if you think about it a little further and what's going on, there's room for everyone in crypto. We just got to get more people into the fold, okay? And that's, I think, the biggest difference with right now from what we were seeing in 2024 to 2021, okay? It's the same people trading crypto, except instead of just Doge and SHIB, we have about 10 plus meme coins that are in the top 100. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I wanted to share with you guys kind of why we could see this 10x surge. I don't necessarily agree with it in terms of 2024, but as always, not financial advice. I do think that Shiba Inu has the potential to see a multiple. I think we could at least 2-3x for 2024. That is possibly something where we don't have a crystal ball, but it's firmly in the cards. And you can see right here as we pull up the trading view, and you can see what's happening with a lot of these meme coins out there. We are flashing momentum up. So SHIB closing just below that 200-day. The 150 and the 200. The 100 and 150 day SMA. That's kind of what I look at when I look into the charts. We did flash momentum up here back on September 9th, and that's something where we had a huge green candle take us through the evening and into the wee hours of the morning. So we're gonna keep watching it on the charts. I do want to talk a little bit about why we could see this 10x. Okay, and this is something within SHIB's potential, how people can overlook it, in my opinion. SHIBARIUM, the burn mechanism, so on and so forth, doesn't really get its due notice, its due time in the spotlight. It's something where I think that personally, it's a market where you don't really want Shiba Inu to spread its wings. Okay, so maybe the devs are doing the right thing. Maybe they're strategically waiting for that next cyclical push that we see somewhat basically every 4 years. We kind of get that push, okay? And this is something where, if we look into what Shiba Inu can do, they call it the golden pocket. Now, that is where a critical Fibonacci retracement between that 61 and 65 indicator right there is serving as a resistance zone. And that's kind of what we saw SHIB falter at when we had that 4045 in 4031 range price range just a few months ago. Now, this is where we went down and we were trading in the twos, and that's where I thought, okay, Shiba Inu can never go down below the 402 line. And then that was obviously proved to be not true, because then we are now trading at 4013. So when we have to look at this, the pain that we're having here in the market is Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs. Look at BTC over the past year. And I know that not all cryptos should trade alongside of it, and that truly if Bitcoin does what it's supposed to do, it's not going to. But for Bitcoin hit 71,672 on the year and setting all-time highs, it just really pains me that in a time when they can do that, Shiba Inu is going down. Meme coins are going down. And I know that has since reversed, but still, over the course of the last few months, it has been very, very painful to watch, okay? And it is it is going to fluctuate. It is something where it's transitive, and it is cyclical, okay? But what we need to talk about is this wave 3, okay? And that's kind of what we came here to say. If Shiba Inu wants to do a 10X, okay, and this is something where you look at what the Elliott wave theory is. This is something where this is classic wave 1 and wave 2. And this is where wave 3 will be that bullish phase where we are done with phase 1 and 2. And then wave 3 historically will be the most powerful. If this plays out, this is where this analyst predicts that SHIB could be soaring past all-time highs. Notably, the all-time high, as we all know, is 408845. And that would mean that we would have to do a growth over 556% to get as high as that. So that's something where if you look, and I do agree with this point coming out from Charting Guy, you look at all the altcoins, you look at all the meme coins, all right? You pretty much can just take the chart away and just stack them on top of each other in a form of an overlay, and the majority of them are trading almost like they're programmed, okay? It's very much eerily similar. They just stack right on top of each other, very programmed, and that's kind of what I see here affecting Shiba Inu. I feel like it's the same thing, and as we turn the tides, right, and I think October will be huge, November will be huge. Q1 and 2 of 2025 is what kind of the consensus is coming out from a lot of people that I follow for my crypto stuff as well. And it all hinges in my book on the election, right? The crazy thing is we have people saying if Kamala Harris gets elected, Bitcoin will go to 30, 40,000. If Donald Trump gets elected, we could see 100,000 Bitcoin before the end of 2024. That's just crazy talk. So presidential elections should not have that big of an impact. And I think that the fact that they do serves as a very, very strong voting point for us as all of us here in the United States are really eagerly anticipating this election, okay? One issue should not shift in any kind of an asset, digital or not, the likes of upwards of 50, 60,000 in value. So that's just my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. But I wanted to make this video to share with you guys that Shiba Inu is setting up for wave 3. If you do believe and follow some TA, if we do believe that Elliott wave theory, this could be a huge, huge breakout for SHIB. So that's kind of my morning update. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you are, consider subscribing to the channel. Smash that like button, and we'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.